Well, it's easy to find a gently used wedding gown on eBay, but this may be a first. The bride's ex-husband put the dress up for auction. And he didn't stop there. He modeled his ex's dress, apparently with enough good humor, that he's now getting wooed by eBay bidders drawn to his story. Larry Starr, good morning. Nice to see you.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm fine, and may we all say you look fetching this morning.
Fetching.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah,
that means I look like a dog, right?
No, not at all. Larry.
Oh, Larry, yeah!
No, okay, this is going to be a good segment. Larry, why the heck did you decide to do this?
Well, I wanted to get rid of the dress. The sister said, just, you know, why don't you sell it on eBay? I said, that's cool, I'll do that. And,
the sister.
I looked at the other wedding dresses, and they weren't going for anything, and I figured I need to do something to give it a little twist, so I put a story on there.
Yeah, and you put the dress on. You said that when you first decided to put it on, you weren't sure whether your head was going to fit through the hole, but then you decided if she had actually gotten, referring to your ex-wife here, her Texas cheerleader hair through there, I could get my head in it. And then you said, but it did actually make you feel very pretty. Is there a little bitterness from the marriage left over here, Larry?
Bitter party of one. Your table's ready.
Talk to me about some of the responses you've gotten so far, Larry.
The responses, they're actually incredible. I got like 2,000 emails. Most of them are thanking me for the great laugh, and they're crying, and best laugh they had in months. And there were some people likening me to George Carlin and a male Irma Bonbeck, and to me that is the greatest accolade, to tell you the truth. That's
now, Larry,
awesome.
Is it true that some women have actually proposed marriage to you on the eBay? On
eBay?
Yes. I think it was the white blotch that did it. They like the white blotch. Yeah.
Scratched out the face.
You know, honestly, I mean, I can't take that seriously because A, I don't take myself seriously, and B, who would want a chick that would want a guy in a dress? Really?
Yeah. I like what you wrote. You know, some people talked about the marriage proposals, and you wrote, I feel like one of these mass murderers on death row. I never understood how the heck they got more chicks than I did. Now I know they sold stuff on eBay.
You know, it's true. I'm thinking, you know, they must be sitting around, gee, I can't get a date. I know, I'll slaughter my family, then I'll get chicks galore.
Hey, Larry, have you heard from your ex-wife? How does she feel about this?
I have not heard, let's just say I have not heard.
Larry, with all these proposals, do you have any, not with one of these people, but do you have plans to one day remarry?
Over my dead body.
Now, are those tattoos and boots included as well with the dress?
If you want the boots, they're extra, and I actually have a do-rag, but that's mine.
So what's the top bid so far, Larry? How much have you been offered?
You know, it went up to $99 million yesterday, which was ridiculous. And then eBay security said, you know, this is bogus. So it used to be 17.1 when I left to come here to the studio, and now I don't know what it is. So
$17,100.
Yeah. Larry, I'm just curious, what do you do for a living?
I'm a computer geek by day and a guitar player by night.
Clearly a comedian.
Wow.
Yeah.
Funny guy.
Larry, keep us posted. Let us know.
And hopefully I'll be a some kind of writer. I'm looking for a writing gig, so
all right.
Plenty of exposure.
You saved it till the very end there, Larry, didn't you?
Do you have a website, Larry?
Yeah. Well, I hope he's not
We're gonna put up a website called the eBayWeddingDressGuy.com. It should be up today or tomorrow, and I hope Justin Timberlake doesn't do a wardrobe malfunction.
A star is born, and his name is Larry Starr. Larry.
Notice my crown of thorns.
Yeah.
Hey, we need another domestic diva.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, Larry, thanks. It's been fun.
Oh, it's been fun for me. Thanks a lot.
All right.
His poor ex-wife. Actually, maybe she He is it.
You know, you always say
good spot now.
You always see a couple who say, "How did it not work out for them?" This is pretty obvious. We're going to be back with a record-breaking river adventure.
Introduce you to Larry Starr, a recently divorced, burly, bearded guy from Washington State who turned blushing bride on eBay. He was fast becoming a cult hero, trying to sell his ex-wife's wedding gown.
You said that when you first decided to put the dress on, you weren't sure whether your head was going to fit through the hole, but then you decided if she had actually gotten, referring to your ex-wife here, her Texas cheerleader hair through there, I could get my head in it. Is there a little bitterness from the marriage left over here, Larry?
Bitter party of one. Your table's ready.
The buyer got cold feet, but Larry's appearance earned him a tryout at the Punchline Comedy Club in Atlanta this past weekend.
Come on, Larry. You gotta want it. You gotta want stand-up fame. You gotta want comedy.
And a crash course in comedy.
Here it is in a nutshell. I just said something stupid. 14 million people laughed.
Hey, you know what? You gotta have a cadence while you're doing it. Ba-bum, 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 ba-bum.
Can I read it now?
Quit worrying about reading it and just tell them.
I'm totally spacey right now, so.
It's very difficult to just start and do it in front of national television. Your first time you're ever on stage. How about an impossible battle?
Please welcome the very talented Mr. Larry Starr.
Finally, opening night.
I got one email that said, you know, you covered your face, but you didn't cover your tattoos. America's Most Wanted. They might be watching. I'm a guy in a dress. I'm not wanted for war crimes. How many people want me to put this dress on?
And at the end of the show, a curtain call.
I think it would have been easier to shave my head with a cheese grater and chew on tinfoil.
15 million plus hits of money.
And Larry Starr has stopped by, frantically trying to turn his cell phone off. Hi, Larry. How are you?
Hi, how you doing?
Probably call, hey, I see you on TV, Larry. That's why they're calling.
This says a lot about the cult of instant celebrity these days. When you started on eBay with your ex-wife's wedding gown, Larry, you okay there?
I'm fine.
Did you ever imagine that you'd go on this ride?
Yes, it was calculated. I spent 10 years thinking about it.
But I mean, it strike you as pretty weird?
It's America. Nothing's weird in America. Right, Al?
Oh, yeah.
So what was it like standing up on stage? Was it terrifying?
No. See, I'm in a band, so I'm kind of used to being on stage and having a mic in front of me. But, you know, actually doing the first stand-up comedy basically naked on national TV,
A little
no pressure.
nerve-wracking.
Meanwhile, you sort of discovered the dark side of celebrity, because didn't a paper say that some of the stuff you'd written on eBay wasn't true? I mean, it's amazing they have reporters actually digging into your past.
It's crazy. It's, you know, first of all, it's satire, number one. Number two, you know, does Jeff Foxworthy have beer-swollen relatives that are inbred? Well, all right, that's maybe that's wrong analogy.
Maybe he was the one calling you.
What about? Go ahead. No, you go ahead. What about your wife? No. What about your wife? What is your ex-wife? What does she think about all this? I mean, she's cheering you on.
I have no idea.
You're not talking to her, and that's it.
Would you talk to her?
I don't know. It's not matter.
Yeah, would be the mediator.
I would call her.
why did
I
you
want to see you get back together.
Why did you call me burly?
Because it was on the teleprompter.
Okay.
It means you're more masculine, beefy,
Let me
manly.
ask you about the dress. Now, somebody did buy it on eBay when we last spoke.
That is
and
correct.
they reneged on their offer. Is that true?
Right, that is correct.
So is it up for sale again?
No, well, it's the golden fleece now. You think I'm going to sell it?
Yeah. You need it. Have you booked any more gigs, as you say in the comedy biz?
Hey, she's hip with the lingo. I have an open invitation to the Punchline in Atlanta. There's your plug.
What you were doing.
I'm glad that's all you
We're off
did.
the air here.
What about in Washington State? Anybody show any interest in you?
I haven't been back in like over a week, so I'm certainly hoping to get some interest.
Well, squeeze out every second of your 15 minutes of fame, Larry
Squeeze
Starr.
You're going to go on tour with William Hung.
Al.
Ooh, I
Al.
like it.
It was going to be I Love Alicia Keys, but
You ran out of ink.
Marker ran out.
Anyway, Larry, thanks
We
for
wish
coming
every
by.
best.
Yeah,
thank
good
you
luck.
so much for having me.
a pleasure,
You
Larry.
guys
Nice to
rock.
meet you in
Good luck.
person.
Oh,
God. We'll be back right after this.
Oh, I need a cigarette.
Have you tried?